going to begin on our backs today. And you can have your legs straight. You can bend your knees. You can rest the legs in, touching or out, whatever you like. Just become aware of the feeling of your body on the ground. Maybe noticing the back of the head, touching your mat, feet, the buttocks, shoulder blades. And then turn your attention more inward to your body, noticing the feeling of the breath. Notice the movement and the sensations. And then start to deepen the breath. Let it fill into the belly, rounding the belly out as you inhale. Letting the belly relax back down as you exhale. And then after you finish filling the belly with breath, continue the inhale into the ribs, breathing fullness into the belly, and then spreading the ribs open wide with your breath. And then we'll complete our 3-part yogic breath, breathing fully into the belly, widening and expanding the ribs, and then breathing into the chest. All one breath. Three distinct parts, but flowing one into the next. The exhale comes out of the chest, then the ribs, then the belly. So the breath is kind of like a wave coming up toward the sand and then receding back into the vast ocean. Now, as you inhale, open the palms of the hand, extending out through the fingers. Exhale, just let that go. Let the hand relax. Inhale, fingers extend out. Exhale, relaxing hands. Almost like the movement of the hand is an extension of the breath. Now, continuing with all of that, adding on, when you inhale, roll the hands outward in the direction of the thumbs. So it's like you're moving the thumbs toward the floor. They don't have to touch. And then on the exhale, it's just an undoing of that. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, fingers extend, arms and hands rotate outward, thumbs toward the ground. Exhale, everything recedes, relaxes. Now, if your legs are straight, or if you're willing to make your legs straight, we'll add the legs. Inhaling, belly, ribs, chest, fingers straightening, arms and hands rotating, and the feet rotate out in the same way that the hands do. And then on the exhale, just let it all go. Does the movement of the fingers, hands, and legs have any impact on your breath? And then you can let the feet and legs come to rest, continuing with the rest. Notice now, does it feel strange to not be moving the legs with the breath? Or does it feel normal? Does it feel better, the same, worse? And then we'll stop the movement of the arms and the rotation and just continue with the fingers. Notice how that feels. Does it feel more organic, less organic to breathe without that movement? And now releasing the extension of the fingers and just letting the hands rest, coming back to just the breath. Does the breath feel any different now than it did before we started those other movements? Keep the breath flowing in the same way, and bend the knees and bring them into your hands. And then as you inhale, let the knees open out to the side. Exhale, bring them back in. Inhaling open, exhaling in. And then just hold the knees open. Deep breaths. Imagining that the breath can extend out to the knees. See if you can continue to feel that sense of expanding and uncurling as you inhale and relaxing back in as you exhale. Even without the external movement. Okay. And then bring the knees together. Exhale, hug the knees in. Lift your forehead to your knees. Inhale, bring your head down and let the knees move as far away from you as you can, still holding on to them. Then exhale, curling in, lifting the forehead to the knees, knees to forehead. Exhaling, inhaling, opening away from you. And the next time you exhale and come into this little ball, stay there and continue to try to expand the breath in the body. Noticing that the belly, ribs, chest breath is probably being changed by the shape of the body. And just seeing how the breath does find a way to expand, where it goes. Feel yourself curling in on the exhale. Okay. And then rock yourself up. Extending the legs out nice and wide. Place the hands on the floor behind you and lift your buttocks off the floor and bring it a little bit more forward without changing where your feet are. Good. Flex the feet. You can either leave your hands on the ground behind you and use that to help your body be nice and straight and tall. Or if you feel like you can keep your torso straight while bringing the hands in front of you, go ahead and do that. If you notice that your chest starts to sink in and your back is rounding, then keep the hands behind you. One of the ways you can tell if the chest is sinking in is by feeling that belly, ribs, chest breath and seeing if it doesn't really flow into the chest as easily. And if your hands are in front of you with your torso straight, with each exhale, you can start to let your body fold forward. And it's really just a letting. You're not trying to fold forward. You're just exhaling and letting gravity take you, letting the exhale take you. If you're upright, then just continue to feel the breath, feel the stretch. Let the inhale be long, like you're moving it from your tailbone to the crown of your head. And then on an inhale, lift yourself up if you have folded forward. Reach the arms up. And then exhale, bend to the left, dropping your left hand, dropping your left arm to the inside of your left thigh, reaching out through the right hand. Maybe press the back of the arm into the thigh and tuck your left ribs under you a little more. Roll your gaze up and to the right. And then as you inhale, reach out of your fingertips. As you exhale, you can relax the reach. Inhale, reach. When you relax the reach of the fingers, see if you might also relax yourself down into the left a little more. And then on your next inhale, lift up, arms high. Exhale, come down to the other side. The arm goes in front of the leg. The left arm reaches overhead. Press the arm into the leg a little bit to rotate your torso, kind of bringing those right ribs under you. Stretching across with the left arm. Inhale, reaching out of the fingers. Exhale, relaxing the reach, relaxing the torso. One more breath on this side. And then inhale up, reach arms up high. Exhale down, bringing the hands to the legs. Help the legs in front of you. And shake them out. And then bring yourself onto hands and knees. Line your hands up under your shoulders. Bring your knees up under your hips. And if you want to be on fists instead of hands, that's fine. Just feel the body straight. Feel the arms sinking into the ground, the legs sinking into the ground. Feel the breath rolling from belly to ribs to chest. And then as you exhale, lift the belly, tucking the tailbone. Drop the chin, press the hands into the ground, round your back. As you inhale, curl the tailbone up, feel the breath coming into the belly, up into the ribs, up into the chest. Roll your eyes up toward the sky. Exhale again, starting at the tailbone, rippling from the base of the spine all the way to the top of the head, lifting the belly to the spine, squeezing all the air out. And then just continuing back and forth with your own breath's rhythm. And then make your way back to neutral spine, flat back. And then extend your right leg back. Take your gaze to the floor so your neck is straight. Send your left arm forward. And lift your belly to support your back. And then as you inhale, extend out through the toes and the fingertips. And then exhale, you can relax that. Inhale, extend. Exhale, soften. One more like that. And then go ahead and bend your right leg. Reach your left hand back for your foot. Kick the foot back and up. Take your gaze up. Feel the breath expanding as you inhale. Feel the body relaxing as you exhale. And release the foot, bring the hand and knee down, round the back. And then come back to your table posture, flat back. Extend your left leg, your right arm. Keep your gaze down. As you inhale, reach out of the fingers and the toes. See what that does to your breath. Just that little movement, that little extension. And then bend your leg, reach your right hand back for your left foot. Kick the foot up and back away from you, opening the right shoulder and chest, gazing up, breathing deep. Breathe that inhale to the absolute edges of your capacity. And release down, round your back. Come back to neutral spine. Bring your forearms down onto the ground, touching the elbows, the forearms, and the palms together. Now you're going to move the elbows forward, lifting the hands off the ground, but keeping the elbows, forearms, and hands together. Just keep bringing the elbows as far forward as they'll go, and then rest your face in your arms. Expanding the breath as you breathe in, letting the weight of the body sink toward the ground as you breathe out. And then lift the head, bring the hands back to the ground. Bring the hands a little bit in front of the shoulders, maybe like a hand's length in front of the shoulders. Curl the toes. Lift the knees, but keep them bent. Push forward into the hands, sending the buttocks back toward the wall behind you. Then notice all that space that might have created in your shoulders and take that space out, rolling the shoulders down the back. So it's like you're inserting the arm bones into the body a little deeper. Then let the head relax down. Maintain a forward pressure through the hands so that you really feel like your hips are being extended back. And then straighten your left leg and press the left heel into the ground. Feel that big, deep breath. See if your body gently moves with your breath in any way. Maybe just subtly, maybe not at all. That's fine. Just notice. And then bend the left leg. Bend the left leg, straighten the right leg. Press the right heel toward the floor, maintaining that forward pressure with the hands. The head is relaxed down. The torso relaxes down toward that right thigh, that left thigh, sorry. And then bend both knees. Walk the hands back toward the feet. And roll yourself up. Inhale and reach the arms up. And exhale, arms down. Again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale down. One more. Just stand for a moment. As you inhale, straighten your fingers, roll your arms in the direction of your thumbs. Exhale, relax the hands, fingers, arms. Inhale, straighten your fingers, roll your arms in the direction of your thumbs. Exhale, relax that. A few more times. Now we're going to take it into a 5-pointed star. You'll step the legs wide apart. Take the arms out to the side. And we're breathing like we're a starfish from the center out in all directions. So reaching out of the fingertips, breathing toward the fingertips as you inhale, toward the crown of the head, toward the feet. Exhale, feeling everything softening back in toward the center. Again, reaching out of the fingertips, extending, opening the body, breathing deep to the 5 corners of your star. Exhaling back in toward the center. A few more times. One more. And then relax the arms down for a moment. Stay with your breath. See if you can keep that nice full rhythm going. Turn the right foot out 90 degrees to the right and take the left heel out, keeping both legs straight. Keep the right leg straight. And try to keep the belly facing front even though you're turning that right leg. Okay, yeah, so the feet are like this. The right foot is turned 90 degrees out to the right, and then the left heel kicks back, so the left foot is also facing roughly the same direction as the right foot, but not fully because anatomically we can't do that. And the legs are straight. Yeah. Arms are out to the side. Take a breath in, expand. Exhale, reach out through the right arm. Extend, 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 extend. And then let the hand come down. Send the left arm up. Take the gaze up to the left thumb. You can close your eyes, but that's where your face is pointing. And then breathe the same way that we just did with the 5-pointed star. Inhale and expand. Exhale and relax, and maybe let those left ribs drop down toward the right ribs. As you inhale, reach up through the fingertips of your left hand. Exhale, sink. Okay. Then place that left hand behind your back. Bring your gaze down toward your right foot. Bend your right knee. Place the right hand on the ground at about 2 o'clock of that right foot. And then lift your left leg into the air. Rotate your belly to the left. Send your left arm up. And continue to breathe like you're in a 5-pointed star. Reaching out of the toes and the fingers as you inhale. Relaxing as you exhale. And then bring that left hand down to the ground, bending your knee. Bring the left foot down. Walk the hands center, turn the feet center. Bring your hands to your hips, elbows toward the sky, flat back. Lift yourself up. Beautiful. Release the arms. And then turn the feet the other way. Left foot turns 90 degrees to the left. The right heel moves back, so that foot is also facing left. And then your belly is going to rotate to the right so that you're still facing forward, even though the hips are going to want to pull you to the left. Arms out to the side. Take a breath in. Reach. Exhale, reach forward through the left hand as you start to bend. Reach, 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 reach. And then let that left hand come down onto the leg. Take the right arm up into the air. Bring your hips under you. Take your gaze up toward your right thumb. Inhale, reach out of those fingers. Exhale, sink, dropping right ribs toward left ribs. Inhale, expand. Fingers reach. Exhale, sink. Turn your gaze to the floor. Bring your right hand behind your back. Bend your left knee. Place the left hand on the ground at about 10 o'clock of the foot. And then lift your right leg up into the air. Rotate your belly to the right. Float your right arm up into the sky. If you can look at your right thumb, go ahead and do that. If not, whatever works for you is fine. And then expand out through the fingers and toes. Exhale, relax. Bring the right hand down, bending that left knee. Bring the right foot down. Walk the hands around to the front. Let your feet face front. Bring the hands onto the hips, elbows toward the sky. Lift with a flat back. Then step the feet together. Bring your hands behind your back and try to take hold of your opposite elbow with your hand. Just moving in that direction. And then lift your eyes, lift your chin, lift your chest. Bring your hips forward, your head back. Breathe into your heart. And lift your head. Release your arms, shake them out. Clasp your hands behind the back of your head. Send the elbows back. Take a breath in. And then exhale with a flat back. Fold over your legs. And then you can reach the elbows toward the wall behind you. As you inhale, press the back of your head into your hands. As you exhale, press your hands into your head. Feet are pushing down into the ground. Hips are reaching up towards the sky. Inhaling, head into hands. Exhaling, hands into head. Okay. Release the hands down onto the ground. Come onto your knees. And then come and stand on your knees. And step your right foot forward. And then let your hips come forward, but we're not coming into a low lunge like this. We're kind of staying upright. And we're going to think about lifting the belly upward and tucking the tailbone under. Send the left arm up. Keep lifting through the belly. Reaching through the fingertips as you inhale. Relaxing as you exhale. And then bring that left hand down onto the ground. Walk your foot a little forward so that your hips can sink into a lower lunge. And send the right arm up, coming into a twist. As you inhale, reach up through the fingers. As you exhale, sink down through your left hip. Lower that right arm down. Bring it inside your leg and then place the hand on the ground, kind of outside your leg. So I'm tucking my hand behind my calf, bringing it on the floor. Okay. Now we're just gonna let that knee rock out and up, out and up. I'm leaning into my left hip when the right knee comes up. And then go ahead and just let that right knee release down. Don't change the placement of the foot. It's not a pigeon pose. And then as you inhale, press down into the hands, lift up through the crown of the head. Then as you exhale, take weight out of your hands and let your hips drop. Inhale, lifting up, breathing deep. Exhale, take weight out of your hands, let your hips drop. Continue like that. Continue to see how much weight you can take out of your hands. Focus on your breath. Try to relax into your exhale. And then lift your knee up. Send it back next to your other one. And then come up to stand on your knees. Step the left foot forward. And then pull up with your belly. Forward through your hips and tailbone. Take the right arm up. Reaching up through the fingers as you inhale. Relaxing as you exhale. So the left foot is still under the left knee. Even warming, bring the foot in. So the left shin is pointing straight down into the ground. Then bring that right hand down onto the ground. You might need to step your left foot a little bit more forward so that when you sink your hips, the knee is still lined up over the ankle. And then we'll twist and take that left arm up. Reaching out through the fingertips as you inhale. Dropping the weight of the body down through that right hip as you exhale. And then lower the left arm, bring it behind the calf down onto the ground. And then rock from side to side, dropping the knee, lifting the knee, and dropping the other hip. The next time the knee comes down, hold there. Press down into the hands, lift up through the chest, deep breath in. And then exhale, take weight out of your hands, let your hips sink. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, drop the hips, drop the torso. Let the weight of the body fall toward the floor without resisting it by pressing the hands into the ground. Feel for the release. Surrender to gravity. Notice any holding on, any holding back. And then lift the knee, send it back. Let's come into child's pose. Just folding over the legs, forehead to the floor, or if the forehead doesn't reach the floor, supporting with hands or fists. Feeling how the breath shows up in the body, with the body in this posture. And then slowly lift your head, lift your body, come off your feet, bring them around in front of you. And come lay down on your back. Starting with the knees bent, lift your hips, tuck your tailbone, lower back down, and then release your legs and shake them out. If you have an eye pillow, you can place that on your eye now. If not, and you feel comfortable closing your eyes, please do so. And we'll take the arms out away from the body with the palms up. Take a breath in from the bottoms of your feet to the top of your head, filling your whole body. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the weight of the body into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw. Top teeth don't touch the bottom teeth. Even the lips slightly part. One more breath like that. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Releasing the activity of the mind. Letting go of thoughts and images. Bringing the full attention of your mind to the feeling of your breath. And then letting go of the breath. So all of our effort for the last 55 minutes or so to breathe deeply, let it go. Just let the breath happen on its own. And see if you can continue to observe the breath, feel the breath, rest awareness in the breath without controlling the breath. Letting the mind rest in the breath just as the body rests on the ground. Deeply relax. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rocking gently side to side. Feel the ground massaging your back. Come center, bring the soles of the feet together, the palms of the hands together, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll over onto your side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, resting your mind in this moment, seeing what's here. It's taking inventory, noticing how you feel, noticing what you feel, noticing who you are. And then slowly make your way up to sitting. Let your head come up last. Come into any comfortable seated position. Sit bones sinking down, head lifting tall. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart. Inhale, lift the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.